Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Choco the Chocobo, and this is also terrible music. I'm just not. You know what? We're gonna go quiet this time. We're not gonna use anything. And today we're gonna be using a camper class that's near and dear to my heart, and is pretty hilarious, honestly. I did modify it so you guys don't like face palm into oblivion, but I love this class so much. It has been a hilarious class for me to use historically, and just absolute. This is almost a trolling class with how just ridiculous it is. But let me see here. Let me think of where I want to set. Okay, yeah. So, dying. So this is called. I call this Camper Advance. Now, Camper Advance basically has one major role, and you can't really tell on this game type. And frankly, this is actually not a really great way to showcase it, but. The point of Camper Advance is this. As a Camper Advance, you actually, you kind of push up and create a new position for other people to also camp with you, or to just basically be a huge nuisance and create some weird map dynamic and say like, hey, listen, you're not going to be able to traverse this particular area as easily as well because of just the way I'm setting things up. Oh, and I'm a noob. It's okay though, because Bouncing Betties are OP. Bouncing Betties is supposed to kind of be like the placeholder for the new IED-ish thing. There is a thing in the game where they confirm it's like, well, at least I've seen it from, I think it's Drifter's video. But basically it's like, it's supposed to be like an IED that kind of follows you. It's like a tracking IED. It's really weird sounding. So I figured, you know, if a Bouncing Betty can do it, I'm sure a tracking thing can do it. But Camper Advance. Again, this carrier is not the greatest map for camping. It really isn't. It's just way too open. But what you basically do, if I hold that back corner there, I will probably set up shop. But the major idea here... Ooh, I got sniped. But the major idea here is that you want to choose a place... I can't use this one because this is a really crap traffic area. But if you set up a shop in like a good, like maybe even a spawn point... if you camp there, it just makes their life really miserable. And the Riot Shield is... This is the core part of the way Camper Advance works. Now, if I was on any other map, literally any other map, like even Turbine is better than this map for this. But if you're running around with a Riot Shield, you can support teammates just kind of running up and stuff. But then once you set up, and I think I might actually be able to set up right here. Yep, okay, good. So... you set up, kind of get all your stuff out of the way, and I have Overkill on right now. So Overkill, for those of you who don't know, lets you have a they let you have a primary in addition to having they let you have a primary in the secondary slot, which is very handy. Of course, it is kind of what it is. But you basically turn into like this weird camper, and your only job in life is not to even get any kills, but just to be really annoying. Like you're trying to be someone that will never be invited to any birthday party, and you just are trying to be the biggest pain. And to me, one of the reasons why I think this is like hilarious and overly fun to play is because you create these really weird situations that most players never have to run into, and so they don't know what to do, and they're just like, I don't like what the crap. And they'll try to like mess around and be like, well, maybe if I do this, it'll work out better, but it generally doesn't. But yeah, this can get very, very frustrating to play against. So it is definitely something a little bit fun, something a little bit new and different from what a lot of people end up doing, even by way of camping. So definitely something that I think everyone should at least try at least once. I don't know. I think it's really funny and hilarious to try. Oh no! Really? I was the only one that got killed, and we were shooting at each other. Awesome. Sorry, teammate. I am 120% the reason why you died. Oh no! The C4 got me! Sorry, I got really wrapped up in that situation. But right there, for example, besides me getting my teammate killed, like, it was just a really weird situation. Like, imagine if you were those guys. You're just sitting there like, I don't know what to do in this situation. There's no winning in this situation. It's just kind of annoying. And if we see the almighty return of the Riot Shield in all of its glory, and they give us block damage points again, Again. Woo! Oh, baby! Alright, come here, boy. Swiggity, swiggity. I'm coming for that booty. But, if you are, if we have the return of the really cool version of the Riot Shield that does this, where you get block damage points, like, all hail the almighty point soaker. Like, just look at this. It's silly. You know, if there's no other class that you can just get points for just sitting there like an idiot. Like, oh man, I am just like the absolute worst. Like, I would not recommend doing this if you want to have friends from that match, but my lord, is it hilarious to watch them try to like invent ways to just kind of dispatch you effectively. Because the like right there, if you think of it this way, like this, I could see how this could have like a practical use if you kind of kit it a little bit differently, for maybe even things like search and destroy actually. But basically, if you're just trying to create like an advanced position that's a little bit more defended and create like a weird map dynamic, like I've been saying, if you use it to just kind of press up and just cut off a choke point or make the choke point somehow more advantageous for you, it could just be an absolutely hilarious way to go. So, definitely something interesting. I don't know if I'm going to do a second episode of that because it's not really fun to watch. It's fun. It's a lot of fun to do, but I can imagine it being not fun to watch. But there's the class right there. This is just to replenish your camping, like killing equipment and whatever else. And then, of course, things to stop you from getting flushed out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to like it if you did like it. Comment down below what you'd like to see and stuff like that. If you're excited for Advanced Warfare and your thoughts about like how they'll work. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So I'll see you guys later.